We got a box full of stuff to share with you guys from a lot of different brands. We got Yum, we got Great Lakes Finesse, we got a small brand called Chomp, we got Slot Tech in this one, and more. So let's get to it.
Oh!
It's fine.
I am Clark. This is Kent. We are the Aggressively Average Anglers. We get out on the water. We test gear for you. We find out what you're interested. We test it to the best of our abilities, and then we give you our fully unbiased opinion after time on the water.
And tackle is my kryptonite, so let's get to it because we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about with you today. So first up, I want to take a look at something that helps you with your tackle organization. This coming from a young entrepreneur putting out a really cool product, and this company is called Slot Tech. So what he's actually created are these 3D printed chambers that slide into your preferred tackle boxes.
I'm sorry, it's so loud.
I know for a fact that he's designed these for Flambeau as well as Evolution, I believe even Plano. And he's made two different options for this. So you have the crankbait holder, which starts out looking like this. You can see the little divider chambers there, and you can lay your small to medium sized crankbaits. So this would be great for your shallow divers or even just your downsized deep diving crankbaits.
This thing is sick, by the way.
Yeah, so it puts your treble hooks into those little individual spaces, and that way they're not getting all tangled up. So you can see, for example, the standard way you would store your baits is like how I have all my liplesses here. This will happen. They get all bunched up like that. But then across the top, you can see all my crankbaits, small to medium size, fitting nestled into those spaces where those hooks don't get tangled up.
Now, one of the problems is as you go up in size, these are going to either be too tall or too long or too fat. This is even like a flat-sided.
And this won't close if you do that.
Yep.
But small to medium, perfect for that.
It's money.
Then you go to the jerk baits, and this is really like what I wanted from this company. Like initially when I saw this, I was like, that's genius. I've always wanted a better way to organize my jerk baits. Look at them lined up. So you get 3 to a column here, and down the row you can fit a total of 9 in a 3,700 size box. That is 3 individual dividers. These do come in packs of 3, so you're good there. And you just line them up, and you can just stagger all of your jerk baits. And what's cool is you see all these chambers here, and how he's got that angle with that. That'll fit 3 trebles each for those 3 treble jerkbaits. It'll also fit 2 treble jerkbaits, no problem. I've done everything from like this big KVD deep diving elite all the way down to my Megabass Vision 110 Juniors, and even smaller spy baits have fit in here. So all in all, pretty cool. And then yeah, you just drop the hooks in. They slide in like that, and then you can still close your lid and seal that tackle box. I love the design. I mean, it doesn't add any weight to your tackle box. It's 3D printed material. It's super light. It's pretty durable. And then you can see on the edges here too, I wanted to point this out, those little slots. So it goes in where the dividers are. That's why he had to design them for the specific brands of tackle boxes, because they're all different.
So calling out here that this one is for the ballistics box, but like Jeff said, he's made it for other brands as well, including your favorites like Plano and Flambeau, which is pretty awesome. I think this is a nice money-saving opportunity. So instead of buying a jerkbait box, if you're not that big into jerkbaits, or if you're like us and you bring a day box and you just need a couple slots to hold your 3 to 6 jerkbaits or 4 to 8 crankbaits, this is a great way to do it. A little cheap, a little easy, and customized for your box.
Speaking of 3D prints, we've got one of the coolest packaging designs that I've yet to see in a small tackle company. This is coming from Chomp Swimsuits Co. And what they make are some pretty cool designs for these downsized glide baits. So this is more like a BFS style glide. It is resin poured, and it looks a lot like my Clutch Eco, but in a micro-sized version, which is pretty neat to see.
They did crush the packaging, like Jeff said. It's cool. Extra tail in the back. Everything literally fits like a freaking glove. And yeah, dude, they have all the markings on the sides for not just the branding and what you're holding, but like the size, the weight, all that kind of stuff. Just very, very cool, honestly. And you know, like I don't actually like putting these in boxes if I can get away with it. So like throwing this in a bag or having 2 or 3 of these stacked up, I kind of wish everyone would do this. They should just sell this little box. Like this is dope.
He's got the treble hooks. They just like slot into that spot right there. So you just rig it up. That is heckin' neat. Let's take this sucker out of here.
So I have the 3.5-inch Nimble BFS Glide. So you have your resin-based bait with tons of detail. But look at the eyeballs, like recessed. You just don't usually see that. And then you got your 2 tie points for your hooks. Then you've got the star of the show, which is where the action comes in. Whenever I see hinges that look like this like sort of pin and loop, I know that you're gonna get the correct amount of looseness, but also the correct amount of durability. And usually these are the swim baits that have the most action. The tail is a soft rubber and it is replaceable. I kind of showed you on the back of the pack, you do get an extra tail, which by the way, this is hands down, not even close, the easiest way to keep track of a tail. My Lord and Savior, I have lost more tails than I have replaced. That is a fact. Look, at the end of the day, the judge of how good a swim bait is how it is in the water, so we won't be able to tell until we actually fish them, but by golly gee, these look like they have all the hallmarks of a very, very quality bait. And I will tell you right now, just like any hand-poured, small company-based, resin, American-made glide bait that is a technically designed, very difficult to technically design bait, and these are glide baits in general, difficult when they're big, extremely difficult when they're the BFS variety. They're very expensive. These are in the $60 to $75 range if you get them on their website. It is what it is, man. And like, look, we have always been buy it or don't. We're just showing you what's on the market. I always think it's cool to see somebody who really knows what they're doing, make something really quality and say, look, the price is the price. This is what it cost me to make this, and this is for you. So if it's not for you, radical. If it's for you, equally radical. Buy it or don't. Make your own decisions. Live your own life.
Next up, we're gonna fly through this month's Dark Horse tackle box because there's a bunch of cool baits in these as always. Oh my gosh. So we have the pack, which comes with usually 2 plastics and some sort of pairing of hook with that. Comes in at $13.99. And then you've got the box, which generally comes with 5 to 6 different baits in there, including plastics. And oh my God, there's a G-Rat right up top. What the hey? So a bunch of cool baits and comes in at $31.99. So you got your options.
These are the types of baits you're gonna find in this larger bag. You're gonna see some larger brands, but mostly 99.9% repeating of the time, you're gonna find small American-made businesses or American-based businesses, which is one of the reasons we love Dark Horse Tackle. They're finding you all these hidden gems that are maybe even made in your backyard and are making quality baits at a great price.
I think I'm throwing this today.
Today's the day, bro.
Why wouldn't I? So we got a collab here from G-Rat Baits with GCJ Baits, and this is the Executioner Top Hooks. It's a 6-inch swim bait there, and it comes in at 1 3/4 ounces. So big beastie boy there that we could be running right now, I think.
Yeah, definitely shallow water swimmers. Save your gosh darn packaging so that you can save your gosh darn tails when you store these gosh darn things. And then you got another G-Rat here. This is the rocker. It's a 5-inch, and this is, it says it right there, a TPE. So it's gonna be very durable plastic. You can do whatever you want with these. You can drop shot this kind of thing, but I think really what these are meant for is putting them on a jig head, like a ball head, and you're going to maybe use your forward-facing sonar or really target a specific fish that you think is gonna be somewhere, and you're gonna shake that minnow. That is what everyone else is doing right now. I'm not doing that because I suck at it, but I'll definitely catch some fish on this, nose hooking them all gosh darn day, every gosh darn day.
It's like a good strolling bait too.
No, 100%. Like this is one of the most flexible baits right now. You can nose hook it in the summer, run it shallow. You can run it deep on a weight. There's really, you can drop shot it. There's no way you can't catch with this kind of bait.
You could also throw it on this, I guess, if you wanted to. So we've got 2, count them 2, and these are the Deeks Jigs Cheapskates. And it's a version of a bladed jig.
Which actually, I might actually run this today because this is what we're going to be doing. So you have, now I've seen a lot of different versions of this type of blade. These tend to start a little bit slower, but they bang, they absolutely rumble underwater. And then this one has my favorite kind of holder, especially for a TPE plastic. This is the dual-sided bait holder. These are great. And then this one actually has a little extra texture at the bottom of the hook to hold the nose as well. And then you have yourself here a hand-tied skirt, which means that skirt is going to stay connected to your bait and not slide off after your first pike.
Ow,
and that is in the finger.
They also have the weight listed on the bottom, which is pretty cool. So this one's in a 1/2 ounce, and this is a green pumpkin blue color. Nice natural hue to it. Look forward to throwing these around.
And I mean, these pairings are going to go really well. So you get a little bit of contrast here with this one. This one does have green pumpkin on top of that pink, and you've got your green pumpkin bait, and then obviously the green pumpkin dark blue. It's a match made in heaven.
Last but not least, in this box, another version of a chatterbait trailer we could be throwing is this white craw from Motion Fishing.
I've wanted this for so long.
Look at this sucker. Look at the flange on that. Oh my gosh. So big old flapping claws on there. Nice long body to it, which is going to lend itself well to the larger hook on a chatterbait. And you can rig this thing vertical, so those claws will kind of do this thing, or you can rig it the other way if you want to.
Motion Fishing makes an awesome craw called the penny craw. It's really small, really quality, and if you don't know Motion Fishing, they're really known for their jig production and jig jig fishing. So what goes good on the back of a jig typically? Yeah, that's going to be a craw. So they know their stuff. There's a little bit of credibility built into the bag and the pack. Did I make it? Dang, I was close. I tried. I gave it a shot. But no, seriously.
Wait.
No.
That was going in.
That's what everybody says when they get blocked. I don't know what to tell you.
That one was for sure going in.
This one's going in.
You missed.
It went in and bounced out.
Moving to the cheaper option, you have the Dark Horse pack, which again comes with usually 3 baits. Hey, look, there's 3 baits, and is $13.99. So this one comes with a shaky head jig here from Croc-O Gator Bait Co. It's even got looks like little red eyes on it, which is neat, and 2 pairings for that. Hang on. So here's that shaky head jig with the red eyes, green pumpkin color to it, nice long shanks, screw lock there. Shaky heading with.
And what we love is that these are all paired perfectly with a plastic. We've used Black Label in the past. These are just like kind of a standard, proudly made in the USA plastic, but they always come with the value. So this is the Hollow Point 7-inch June Bug Red. This is a 16 count, so it's a hefty pack. But dude, this is perfect. This is literally perfect. So you get a clear base with, it's violently purple. Like when the light shines through it, this is violently purple base. And then you get your Christmas color, your red, your bright green, and then black flake inside the plastic there too. So dark water special, matching that black head and red eye pairing.
Then we got the whipworm, which you can throw on that shaky head setup as well, which has this really crazy design to it that's going to lend itself to a lot of action. Look how skinny that tail gets at the end. A little bit of plushness to it, nice and soft. It's gonna shake.
Honestly,
a lot.
Yeah. So you get 2 finesse trick worms, high pack count. In 2 different colors. You get the green pumpkin, your light water.
Scent on that one too.
It's aggressive. And then you get a dark water pairing as well, all with your shaky head. So I look at this as more as like, look, hey, I want to try something out. This is your $13, $15, whatever, by the time you get it shipped to your house kind of pack. And then also if you're going to buy a gift for somebody and you're like, dude, I don't even like, oh, it's my friend Jeff's birthday and I don't even know him, but I know he likes to fish.
I'll take a pack of worms, please.
It's kind of sick, right? Like that's a good idea. A little stocking stuffer idea. So grandma, buy me one of these for Christmas. Thanks.
Or mom or dad or cousin or aunt or whoever. That's it for Dark Horse. We're going to the Bank and Creek bag. These are really like the only 2 subscription box/bags that we would really recommend to anybody at this point. They come with the best pairings, best options, lots of small business, lots of budget-friendly catch-and baits.
You get the most for your money, no questions asked.
Absolutely. So this one comes every 2 months, and it's $40, just so everybody knows. But it comes loaded.
Yes. What we like about these, Jeff already talked about the pairings. The pairings are extremely intentional. Here's what I love about this too, though. When there are limited release colors, which like Booyah and Yum do quite often, they usually include those in the pack. And they also don't skimp on the value. So they're usually including Great Lakes Finesse, which is absolutely their most premium priced product. That's always in there too. So I like, that's why we like the value prop on the Bank and Creek bag.
So let's go through what's in there. You saw the ball head jigs here from Great Lakes Finesse. You also get a Booyah spinner bait in a solid shad pattern color there. Good size to it. Coming in at 1/4 ounce. They sent a ton of terminal in here, so you saw the jigs. You also have a skirted jig here from GLF. Then you've got the Pro X EWGs. You've got Pro X, what are these, Nico hooks? Yeah. The Pro X Nico hooks as well.
Dude, and then you get a 10-pack of bullet weights at 1/4 ounce, perfectly paired for what you will see here in a second on the plastic side. You also get, oh, by the way, that Great Lakes Finesse jig, I can't believe it doesn't get more love. That thing slaps. Yeah. But you do get here the Mobster Swim Jig, 5/16, classic. In green pumpkin, great for early spring for sure. They give you, they give you the floating wacky wig tool. This is like the best throw-in. I've never seen one this like condensed.
That's cool.
This is actually,
and the fact that it floats.
In mine.
Wow, good move.
Then they give you your plastic, so you get your, I mean, for my bed fisherman, you're gonna want that radioactive color.
Oh my gosh.
For sure, dude.
Merthiolate.
That's a serious color.
That is what,
Is that a 5-inch?
Yeah, it looks like it. 5, yeah, Yum 5.
The 5-inch worm is like the classic standard, so it fits with the
Juice.
EWG. It fits with like all your Nico, everything that you want. Yeah, I have not seen. This is Banking Creek branded.
I didn't know this was a
I
thing
didn't
that was
either.
happening.
But look at how many freaking plastics are in there.
That's a lot of grubs, buddy.
So that's gonna fit on your swim jig. That's gonna fit on your jig from Great Lakes Finesse. Again, we talked about the pairings when it comes to the color match combos. They're just banging. They also gave you, dude, we're not even close to done. You get the woolly, this is the the woolly hog craw. So another Texas rig combo that you can do, or on your jig head too, or on your swim jig, to be honest with you. But check that out. Cool profile. And then you get the most, like the best color ever. This is the Mardi Gras. So this is like your alternative to watermelon. So you get the green pumpkin, but instead of the like red and black, you get purple and copper, or purple and gold. That is a banger. Then you also get the Helgramite. Dude, put that on that jig from Great Lakes Finesse. Money, money,
river
bro.
magic there.
But this one is, used oil. So motor oil typically is going to be that really bright see-through. This is a darker version of that same motor oil color.
Red flake in there too.
That is a river killer.
That's wild.
Nobody gives you quality stickies. Look at that. Dude, what?
Does it look like this? Does it look exactly like that?
But better. God, it's sick.
But you can eat it.
Then you get the Bang Fishing. And these are like decals. These are way better than regular stickers. The quality's just higher. I have these on my truck, and they actually hold up, like, to truck life. That's awesome.
Plus a bag. I think for most anglers, this will hold you out for those 2 months.
No, like,
if you go a couple times,
you're eating bass for a whole season. Like, I'm still putting this crap away. What the frick?
Got some new colors and a new size from one of our favorite baits from Great Lakes Finesse that just dropped, that being the Drop Kick Shad. This is an awesome little paddle tail. Originally came in a 2.75-inch size. Now it is 3.25 inches, which I think opens it up to a much broader space of play. And I think a lot of folks who like paddle tails and that want to downsize just a little bit, this could be a great option for you.
Did new color releases as well in all of their baits, but we're going to show you on the 3.25. This is their perch. I think they absolutely crushed it. They are very proud of this perch. They worked with anglers who fish for perch all of the time.
Walleye guys.
Like they know their perch, right? So they're fishing in and around perch in the Great Lakes region. We talked about this on another video. I appreciate somebody who actually gets perch. You get an actually orange belly. You get the right color pattern, and this is really targeted towards those bigger munchies for those bigger bass.
Then we got the Pro Blue Red Pearl, which is a classic color in any bait. And again, the cool thing about these is skinny tail back here lends itself to a lot of action, especially with this big old boot tail off the end. And for that tail to this size, like the size ratio of this bait, it just kicks really well. It doesn't matter what speed you retrieve it at. If you want to go fast and burn it, you can. If you want to go super slow, you can. It just does a great job. It's also neutrally buoyant, like all of their plastics are, which means that it's going to lend itself to fishing straight like this. Or if you run on a drop shot, it'll sit like this instead of like this. And that is good.
And that is for your drop minnow. So IU is the other new color. And again, all these colors are released on all their whole entire bait line. So now you can find that perch across everything that they have, like the drop minnow and the hover minnow and everything else, right? And then like this one in the Juvie Craw, I think especially would be IU on the Juvie Craw, would be friggin' lit. But yeah, this is IU, a very, very popular color. So this came from the network of anglers that they work with, and there's these anglers from north to south, right? Not just the north, but they're saying like the north would never be like, I need Pro Blue, but like the south is like, give me Pro Blue or give me.
And we'll be like, give me a perch that actually looks like a perch.
Yeah, so we all won here, and it's a dub for everybody.
Oh, congrats. Two new drops from Yum also came out at the Classic, and we got our hands on a few of these. So we've got the Sniper Shad coming in a 3, a 4, and a 5-inch size. And then we've also got the Covert Trailer. What does that go on? The Covert Spinnerbait. So this is going to be an awesome little split tail grub style bait. Take a look at that. If you've never used one of these styles of spinnerbait trailers, if you want to run slim and trim and have a lot of action on there, this is great. You're not adding as much bulk as if you added a fluke or some sort of straight tail like this Sniper Shad. So way more slim and trim, but it still gives you those two little tails just flailing off the back, which will draw in some bites. Comes in all of your favorite colors. Also has this little segment here, so you can easily rip that off and even trim it down a little bit. Let's say you switch from a heavier spinnerbait to a 1/4 ounce, smaller coverts. trim it down in size. You're gonna be much better off with that. And then that sniper shad, look at that crazy tail. We've unboxed this in another video already from the classic because we got it there. But this in the 3-inch size, which I think I had one up here somewhere. If you have the Z-Man Mini Max or even their BFS, this is a killer trailer for those chatterbaits. I like that a lot.
Jeff, when you're buying larger baits, what is your favorite color? What's the go-to color? If they have it, you're like, okay, that's an option.
White.
Ha! Bone. Wrong again.
Second answer.
This is the one. And what's really cool about Yum, we get this a lot with like their, the bags, what do they call them? The Banky Creek bag has this all the time where they do like unique colors, but they do like a whole run of just the bone color. So they do the plastics. We got the, is this a Christy Craw? Is that what it is? Am I a crazy person?
Chunk.
This is the chunker. Then you get the old spinnerbait. I'm actually gonna rig this up right now because I might use it later.
We got the FF Sonar Minnow, one of our favorites, fluke style bait. It's really like Yum's only fluke style bait.
The one.
It's Yum's only fluke style bait at this point, really. We got the Swimmin' Dinger. It's a worm with a paddle tail on it. We got the Yum Pulse, kind of a classic little swim bait there. And then we've got even bigger size. So all the sizes of the FF Sonar, but that's a 5-incher.
That one's really cool. It's a chatterbait trailer. You do get the Thumpin' Dinger, which is like it's their version of a speed worm.
Yeah.
And then you get multiple sizes. This is actually my favorite size, the 3-inch FF Sonar Minnow. This is like such a great drop shot bait, but like that doesn't normally come in the bone color. Bone's great because it works in light water and dark water, and in stained water, it is phenomenal. Anytime they're like looking up-ish, and then you even get the covert trailer, which is probably what I should have put on this spinnerbait.
I think so.
Unless you want the big chunky boy and you want it to ride high. Wonderful.
You got options out of all of this, so
you have like 9.
yeah, pretty much. And then the other option for that chunk trailer, for example, would be throw it on the Booyah Mobster Swim Jig, which comes in a bunch of different weights. We'll be trying all of them, but they've got a few variations of bone here. So we've got bone plus white. This was the...
It's like a purple, like a ghost purple.
One? This is the ghost bone. Gray ghost bone.
The ghost bone has like a little bit of chartreuse in it. There's one with a little purple in it, and then there's one with just the all bone color skirt. So these are classics. These are go-tos. It's just nice to get them in a different color that just doesn't really exist in the market. Like there really isn't like a all white, like other than just white. You never get like that off-white color as an option at all. So they just do the full run. They're like, buy them all now. See you in 6 months when we do it again. And it's awesome. We've used these before. This actually last year kicked off one of the best fishing days that was 2 years ago. One of the best fishing days that I've had in a long time. I threw on the swim jig or the spinnerbait, got thumped, and that was like the whole day was dynamite for the rest of it. So
the covert gets wrecked in the spring. It's great spring bait.
Nothing you can do about it. And part of that is because you get the gold and the silver money. Money in the bank.
We got a little gift pack here from our Dark Horse friends. They wanted us to test out some of these lures that they started carrying on their shop. Couple favorites, couple cool new things for sure. They have sent us the G-Rat Weber, which looks like this. It looks like a virus of sorts, but it's an urchin style bait. Also made out of that Elasteki material. And they sent us this to rig it up with. This is the roll around jig from Deeks. And it's got a really unique line tie set up there, sort of horizontal. Great for shaking a minnow, things like that, but it's also, turns out, is great for urchin style baits, so we'll be testing that out with those too.
Jeff and I were talking about like the different ways to rig an urchin style bait, like the hide up, the koike. Is it koike or koike? Did we figure it out? The koike.
I'm going by the AI Google translated version.
Definitely wrong.
Nah, it's probably almost right.
I like that we've named it finally, thank God. Like the urchin style.
Yes.
The urchin style baits. We were talking about like how do we rig this? Do we do it on like a Jika rig? Do we put it on a drop shot? Like what are the options?
You can do all of those things.
None of them are necessarily bad, but I do like the idea of like a little bit longer shank, just ball head jig, as long as it's got a good bait keeper on it. I like the one where like the little wire comes out and it points back the opposite direction, the Z-Man style.
Yep, they're expensive baits. You don't want to lose them. I already lost one.
Well, and if they
my bad.
And if they slide too far back in the hook, and they like cover the hook shank, where like, oh, I want the fish to bite here. If it's full of bait, you catch no fish, have no fun. So I like that. It's a good idea because I think it does allow you to swim it a little bit, and you can control the fall rate because there's a lot of sizes of ball head jigs. Just find the one with the right hook size. So that was pretty dope. We also have this is nuts. Swim rat, cool.
Frat, actually.
Frat. Look at the logo. The logo's hilarious. The bait is not hilarious. It's just cool. It's this giant rat swimming head. And then what the fart is that thing?
So it comes in a bunch of different colors, and this front section is for your line tie. So
It's
you
crazy.
Actually, if one were so inclined to remove it from the box, we could show you. And I was so inclined. So split ring, crazy triangle head shaped thingy. And then you insert that into the face of the frat, right into this.
Oh, I
and
see.
it is TPE, so it is stretchy.
So you're gonna have a time of that.
Shove this sucker in there. But once you get it in, you kind of squeeze the sides for fun, for good luck.
For emphasis.
Yeah, for emphasis. Are you in? Am I gonna catch something on this? Doesn't matter because we're actually gonna rig it up with an EWG.
So it comes with its own line tie, and then I guess you're just
look at this. What?
So where does the hook go?
So there is a belly cavity area. It's actually a groin cavity on this sucker, and then a top hook area as well.
Wait, so what do you tie
then,
to?
let
I'm so
me
lost.
See this. We have you can split ring it. You could add it to the split ring.
Oh, I see. So when you poke, okay. No. Oh, you would go underneath, and I see. Okay, that makes more sense. So once you put that triangle thing in there, and it looks just like a normal bait, yeah, I think Jeff has it right. You would pretend like this little piece isn't here.
Or take it off.
You would connect these two, you'd run this through the split ring, and then you would just rig it like so, EWG style. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I'm tracking now. But
we'll play with it. We'll see.
You could rig it with this BKK Hooks Titan Diver, a very wide gap hook, a gigantic. Yeah, check that out. There's your packaging right there.
This is an A-dot, and it comes in a 2-pack.
12 great. Look at this apparatus for holding the weight. It's insane. That thing is not moving, and then it's got this moves actually. It's rubber. And it allows you to, it pushes the bait up, it keeps it elevated, which is cool.
And then you got the weight and the hook are actually separate. So you put those spacers in there to lock that weight on there.
That's right. And then you have the shiny blade. I've actually not seen a blade look quite like this, so I'm interested to see how it works. I've only heard good things, and I've actually never heard anything bad from BKK. My personal opinion of BKK is they've kind of overtaken, they're like a premium Gamakatsu, like in my head. Gamakatsu always comes up with like the best configurations, the finest of the wires.
Yep.
BKK does the finest of quality. That's just, they're right up there with Owner, if not better, with a broader offering. So when I see BKK coming out with what is like a hyper ZWG and the most insane, look at this thing, it's nuts. Yeah, I'm down. If I caught something on one of these, I'd probably just phone it in for the day. I'd be like, we've done it, everyone. Leave.
You know what I want to catch something on right now would be a buzz bait. So they also sent us over Brazalo. These guys make killer buzz baits. They also make killer A-rigs.
Just wire baits in general.
Wire baits in general is a good call out. And then we have Tactical Fishing Company. And this is their frog, the tack toad.
Isn't that Andrew? So this company right here is actually owned and operated by a friend of ours. His name is Andrew Blair. He does really great content. Check him out. He does a lot of kayak fishing stuff, but he's also running this company, making these baits.
And here we go with this tack toad. You can break off the appendiges on the back, get a little extra action with it.
I like how slim it is. It's super skinny. So you can flip it for sure. It kind of reminds me of the bird that we were using that made no sense.
And that flat bottom to it is going to make it run on plane really easy on a buzz bait.
Buzz.
Get planed.
I switched clothes. Look at me go. I'm a model.
We just picked up some Kayak or Die apparel, and we started featuring this in our Shopify store. So if you click the link in the description below, or you just go to that little shop that's right below this video right now that you're watching, you can click and see that we also have Kayak or Die, Dark Horse, we got like slot tech in there, evolution fishing. Everything that we feature on this channel is eventually going to be on that shop. So if you want one place to buy everything you like, that's maybe not Tackle Warehouse or somebody else, you could go there. If you'd prefer to go Tackle Warehouse, we got links in the description too. But Kayak or Die.
Dude, hold on.
Pretty sick little logo.
Yeah.
They have some pretty dope hats as well, and this is like a legit print on that hat too. It's like 3D bubble letters. Pretty cool. So they have the flags, they have the decals, they have all sorts of cool stuff. We think they're pretty hype logos. Also, this hoodie, it's like a premium athletic material. It feels really good. It's kind of a slightly slim fit, I would say.
A little bit.
But very comfortable.
Yeah, and my favorite part about it is that the pocket is not a
pass-through.
It's not a kangaroo pocket. It's a pocket. So it's like two pockets, and they are generous. I think I was messing around. I was able to fit, not a word of lie, 8 reels, 4 baitcaster or 5 baitcasters, 3 spinning reels. I just kept shoving them in. I was walking upstairs like, it just keeps going. It's super comfortable. And Jeff's right. Like the material is not like cottony. It's like, it's that it's that premium stretchy, like I'm ready to play a whole entire game or something. Also,
It's lit.
actual hood, not fake hood that you can only fit like half of your head in. So big fan of this one, and they have the windbreaker too, which is kind of cool, which is a new one.
I'm not a windbreaker guy, but if you are, they have some neat ones. It's a quarter zip too.
I feel like people in the South are windbreaker people because they can get away with like, oh, I don't need to be warm. I could just have the wind not on beyond me.
There is no windbreaker season in Michigan.
Yes, it's cold or nothing.
I've never seen a person wear a windbreaker on purpose in Michigan.
No, same. Yeah, the closest thing is the North Face, and they're wearing that for like style points, which is weird.
It's hot or it's cold. There is no in between.
Yeah.
There is no purpose for a windbreaker
It's
here.
either hoodie season, which is code for coat season,
right,
or it's t-shirt and shorts. That's it.
Yeah.
And right now we're in t-shirt. No, we're not. I wish we were. Right now we're in coat season. So I'm doing this.
We're in coat/hoodie/t-shirt season because it'll vary from 70 degrees to 40 degrees.
Yesterday 32, today
2 hours.
60.
We got some new lids from Rebel as well. We got the classic. This is the Richardson 112 in a nice red, white, and blue color.
Also pronounced rebel.
Rebel.
Oh yeah.
Against your fishies. And then we've got the classic popper in like this light camo.
Dude, that's lit.
And then we got the dark camo, just the Rebel logo. Established 1962.
Just swapping camos over here.
I was just like, I'm grabbing whatever I want.
Well, no, I didn't even look. I just wanted to get it.
Whatever, dude.
Bro.
It's fine, brother.
That's sick. That's cool.
All right, y'all, that's all we got for this unboxing. Hopefully you saw some cool stuff in here. If you did, go check it out, or don't. We don't care. Buy it or don't. That's what's up. Smash that like, ring that notification bell, and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video because we got a lot of on-the-water testing to do, specifically with most of this stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to go fishing right now. So we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.
Later.